Good morning all of you. So our today's topic for video lecture is supervised learning. In the last lecture we discussed about machine learning. We discussed various steps involved in machine learning, their application, library support, skill set required, each and everything. So in this lecture we are focusing on classification of machine learning. So what we understand, what is machine learning? Machine learning is an art, or you can say science, of giving ability to a machine to learn by its own without being explicitly programmed. So this is what a machine learning. Okay, capability of a machine to learn by its own without being explicitly programmed. So machine learning is a subset of AI, and machine learning help us to achieve the objective of AI. What is the main objective of AI? The main objective of AI is to mimic human intelligence into a machine, and machine learning will help us to achieve that particular objective. So here we need to discuss the classification of machine learning. So machine learning is majorly classified into three categories. One is a supervised learning, second is a unsupervised learning, and third one is a reinforcement learning. So here we are targeting about supervised learning. So what is supervised learning? As its name suggests, supervised learning means the learning which takes place under the supervision of supervisor. So this is what a supervised learning, and the supervised learning make use of a label data. So what is the meaning of label data? Here you can see that this is a apple. Okay, this is the input data, but here I am giving the label as a apple, that these are the apple. Okay, this image is there. So what is the image about? This image is about apple. That means I am giving label data to my machine. So supervised learning always make use of a label data, and it in which input and desired output data is provided. And this supervised machine learning always takes place under the supervision of supervisor. So in this case, what is a supervisor? Supervisor means that particular data that we are providing to the machine, that data act as a supervisor. So let's take a simple example. In your class, particular student is studying under the supervision of supervisor. Supervisor means what? Instructor. That instructor is teaching a particular topic to a student. So that student is there, and to that student, instructor is nothing but a supervisor under which student will learning of the student will takes place. And supervised learning always require training. During that training, supervisor will provide the data. Supervisor will provide the data to the student, so that student will learn from that data, and then learning will takes place. So here we'll take a simple example. In this case, here you can observe that this is an image of an apple. So we are telling that these are the images. Okay, these are the images of apple. Here we are annotating it. Annotation means what? Label. We are providing a label data to a machine. Then machine will learn what are the features of an apple. So based on this, it will understand. See, this is an apple. It is red in color. Its size is that much. Okay, so there are a number of features are there which is being learned by the particular machine, and based on this, then it will predict whether given fruit is a apple or not. So this is what a supervised learning. In case of supervised learning, we are always providing a label data and ask your machine to learn from that particular data. It's again, I will give a simple real life example. Suppose I want to teach to a small child to classify between dog and cat. Okay, in order to classify between dog and cat, so what I will do in this case, I will show some images of a dog to that small child, and I will tell you that these are the images of dog. So what are the features of a dog? There are 2 ears are there, 4 legs are there, tail is there. Always you found the ear of the dog is getting fall. Okay, so these are some feature that I will tell to small child. First of all, I will show the image of that dog, and then I will tell you that small child, these are the features of dog, so that particular child will understand about that particular image, and that student will try to recognize what are the features of dog. Then similarly again I will show another image of a cat, and again I will tell you some features of a cat. So that particular small child will understand what are the features of a dog and what are the features of a cat. And after that, suppose I am showing another image to that small child, and I will ask that small child to determine whether it is a image of dog or it is a image of a cat. Then based on the learning of that particular small child, it will recognize that yes, this is an image of a cat and this is an image of dog. So this is what a supervised learning. That means that learning of that small child takes place under the supervision of supervisor. So in case of supervised learning, you always need to remember that there is a label data. That means I am telling to that small child that this is the image of cat, this is the image of dog. It is not a case that I am directly showing image to that particular child, but I am telling that this is the image of cat and this is the image of dog, and based on this, that particular small child will learn the features of a dog and features of a cat, and after that it will predicting a new image whether it is a cat or dog. So this is what the concept of a supervised learning, and it always make use of a label data. So this supervised learning involves two types of problem. One is a classification problem and second one is a regression problem. So what is classification problem and what is regression problem? So I will tell you simple thing about a classification problem. In case of a classification problem, always your output variable is a categorical. Suppose your output variable is a categorical, then you can say that it's a classification kind of problem. So what is the meaning of a categorical variable? For example, here I have taken that, suppose I have shown you the student profile, and based on this I am telling that whether the student is going to fail or pass, or whether that student is going to pass or fail. So that means in this case there are two categories are involved. One is a pass category and second one is a fail category. That means it's a classification problem. So in case of a classification problem, always your outcome variable is categorical in nature. For example, detecting whether given mail is a spam or not spam. So here two categories are involved. One category is a spam category and second category is a not spam category. Suppose I need to recognize whether person is a male or female. So in this case we have two category, one is a male and second one is a female. So this is what a main feature or main characteristics of a classification problem. In this case your output variable is always a categorical. Then second type of problem is a regression problem. So what thing you need to remember about a regression problem? So in case of a regression problem, your output variable is always a real value or it is continuous in nature. Your output variable is continuous in nature or it is a real value. Now again we'll come back to same example. So in this case again a student profile will be there. So here I am showing you the student profile. So in this case suppose I am saying that it's a regression problem. That means I am going to predict the percentage of the student based on the profile of the student. I need to predict the percentage of the student. That means it's a real value, it's a continuous value. That means your outcome is continuous in nature and your outcome is a fixed real value. You can say that the student will get a 70% marks, 75% mark, 80% mark. That means that particular value, the outcome of that particular problem is real in nature or it is continuous in nature. So in case of supervised learning, you always find two types of problem. One is a classification based problem and second one is a regression based problem. In case of a classification based problem, you find that your outcome is categorical in nature, and in case of a regression your outcome is continuous or it is a real value. Okay, Now I've just giving you few examples so that you will understand what is regression and what is classification. So you need to you can able to differentiate between classification problem and regression problem. Both are supervised problem. Both are the part of a supervised learning. Suppose I need to predict the age of a person. So it's a regression problem, because in this case outcome is only single. That age of a person may be a 50, 55, 40, 20, 30, whatever it may be. So it's a real value, continuous value you are getting. That means it's a regression problem. Then predicting the nationality of a person. Okay, you are predicting only a single value. That means it's a regression problem. Then with predicting whether stock price of a company will increase or not. So this is again a regression problem. Predicting whether a document is related to sighting of UFOs or not. So this is a regression problem. And in case of a classification, what you can see, predicting the gender of a person, whether it is a male or female. Predicting the house price based on the area. So this is a regression problem, it's not a classification problem. Predicting whether monsoon will be normally next year, yes or no. Always there is two possibility, yes or no. So it's a classification problem. Predict the number of copies a music album will be sold next month, whether that copy will be sold or not. So this is a classification problem. So you need to decide whether the problem is a classification problem or whether it's a regression problem. So you need to focus on that. If the outcome is categorical in nature, then it's a classification. Suppose your outcome is continuous in nature, then it's a regression one. So there are n number of regression algorithms are available. Very popular is a linear regression, then polynomial regression, suppose vector regression, decision tree regression, random forest regression, ridge regression, lasso regression, and logistic regression. These are the various regression algorithms are available which you can use in order to solve a regression problem. Then second is a classification problem or classification algorithm. What are the different classification algorithms are available which you can apply in order to solve a classification problem? So logistic regression is you can use it for classification problem. Naive Bayes classifier is there, decision tree is there, support vector machine is there, random forest is there, k-nearest neighbor is there. So these are various algorithms which you can use in order to solve a classification problem. They are called as a classification algorithm. Now finally we'll discuss what are the applications of supervised learning, where you can use supervised learning. You can use supervised learning for stock price prediction. Okay, based on the history of particular stock, you can predict what will be the value of that stock on that particular day. So stock price prediction is a supervised learning. Why it is supervised learning? Because in order to train that machine, we are using a label data. Okay. Then weather forecasting, similarly what should be the weather, whether humid weather or not, whether cloudy weather or not. So this is what application of supervised learning. House price prediction, predicting the price of a house. Then cancer detection, whether given cell is a tumorous or not. So this is again supervised learning application. Spam detection, given mail is a spam mail or not spam mail. Speech recognition, you need to recognize the speech of a speech, whether it's a speech of a person A, B or C. So then traffic prediction. So all these are the applications of supervised learning. So I hope you understand the concept of supervised learning. So what are the things that you need to remember about supervised learning? Supervised learning is that learning which takes place under the supervision of supervisor. It make use of a label data. It involves training, and based on this it gives you answer. And supervised learning consists of two types of problem. One is a classification problem and second one is a regression problem. Classification, in case of classification problem, your outcome is always categorical in nature, and in regression your outcome is always continuous in nature. So I hope you understand the concept of supervised learning. Thank you.